Witajcie kochani, hello everyone. Dzisiaj mamy wyjątkowego gościa, moją koleżankę, lekarz, Dr. Cline. We're gonna be speaking English most of this recording. Słuchajcie, będziemy rozmawiać po angielsku teraz podczas tego nagrania, ale ja zrobię specjalne, osobne, dołączę nagranie, które będzie miało tłumaczenie, więc będziecie mogli też zobaczyć to po polsku, z tłumaczeniem po polsku. Więc jeżeli ktoś nie zna angielskiego, to spokojnie. Hello, Dr. Cline. Welcome on my channel.
I'm so honored and blessed that you invited me to come on and talk today.
Thank you so much. You're such a radiant soul, such a wonderful person. I remember seeing you for the first time. I said, okay, this person, I need to meet her. I need to see her. I need to talk to her. She's wonderful. I didn't even say a word to you yet, but I just knew you're such a wonderful person. And I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong.
I think like energies and like-minded people are instantly kind of attracted like that. And same thing, your spirit and energy is wonderful. And I think that's probably why we hit it off from the very beginning.
Thank you so much.
Glad we did. Yeah, you are very, very, very kind. So
thank you so much. And you do everything I'm passionate about. You are a chiropractor, acupuncturist. You help people with nutrition. You know the holistic way of helping people, which is what I love, what I am passionate about.
I've been in the holistic field almost 40 years. I've been a chiropractor almost 40 years, but I kind of was raised in it. But I do. I look at holistic, the whole body, like a jigsaw puzzle, not just one issue or one condition or things like that. Because as you know, the body heals itself when it is allowed to unblock things and given it the right nutrition or giving it the right energy or the right mental thoughts. Everything you do. I mean, this is why it's so cool, because you have been raised the same way. So, yep, that's where I love. I just love helping people figure out exactly what's going on in their bodies, because you may not know what's going on. You just know you don't feel right or something's not right. And so usually when people go to a doctor, they'll say, I don't know what's wrong, but this is how I'm feeling. And it's not up to the individual person to have to know a certain diagnosis or certain this or that. It's just up to the doctor to listen when they come in with 2 ears and let it all absorb to see exactly what it is that I need to focus on. So, and I just try to put all the pieces together so you have a bigger picture of everything, of wellness. So, but awesome.
Yes, and we understand this on many levels because we both do a lot of things, and we integrate the Bemer, we integrate the different holistic acupuncture. You do also the chiropractic care. So you understand how the body works, and it's very important to understand this and not just pop another pill or another supplement or whatever is popular now. People just don't realize the market is saturated with holistic healing, supposedly. But a lot of it is unnecessary, really, because if we look at our body, we have to understand how it works. So the whole detoxification process, energy, communication of the cells. And we talked about it because we actually resonate on many levels, and we understand how the body works. And I was introduced to this amazing line of supplements, which is like the new generation of supplements that by you, because I saw your posts and I thought, wow, this is great. Knowing, understanding how the body works, I knew this is something great. And you explained to me that it is not really delivering the minerals or the vitamins, it is activation. What is the difference between delivering minerals, supplements, collagen or energy or all those things that we're trying to give to our body, but most of the supplements, it doesn't even gets absorbed into our body. What is the difference between activation and taking supplements, most supplements?
This is probably the biggest aha, or what caught my attention with this whole company, because of the activation whole way of delivering. Supplements are like, if say you're low in vitamin D, and so a supplement is like vitamin D to give your body what is low in, or iron, or this and that. But it stops there. It's just giving you what it needs. Activation, this is the cool part. Activation activates you and your genes on a cellular level to have your body start making what it needs. So for instance, if you need more antioxidants, which we all need antioxidants, and everybody thinks of oranges or vitamin C and eating different kind of things like that, that's going to give you more antioxidants. So just taking antioxidants, and of course eating what you want to eat that's more nutritious helps. But this goes a step beyond. So there's certain pathways in our body, and one of them is called this NRF2 pathway. And as we get older, it slows down, like most things when we get older. But the NRF2 pathway is the one pathway in our bodies that's responsible for oxidative stress. And oxidative stress, I know that's a word that a lot of people are hearing lately. So if you are breathing oxygen, which hopefully we all are, you will develop oxidative stress. If you leave a piece of metal out in the rain, it rusts. That's what oxidative stress is. Well, you don't want rust in your bodies. So the oxidative stress pathway, to help get rid of it, kind of like if you thought of like the garbage trucks, the trash out there that we need to be taken care of from our homes. So this NRF2 pathway is kind of like the garbage truck. It goes in there. It gets all the garbage out of all the free radical damage, oxidative stress, the toxins, things that we need to detoxify from. And it lights up. It makes your body produce, there you go. It makes your body produce more of these free radicals, more fighting kind of ingredients in your body, like glutathione, SOD, those kind of things that we're used to at the time. And so that's the cool thing about this one pathway. And that's what activation does for all of the things we're going to talk about today. That's different than supplement. It's making your body get back to how it's designed to make it, not just give you the diet. So that's the one process. But the oxidative stress affects so many different things in our bodies. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of this too, Dagmar.
Yes. It kind of like it makes our cells get obviously tired, insufficient, damaged, and we cannot really feel alive as much because of the stress on the cells. And you can see here on that picture, it shows a little bit how our cells look like with the oxidative stress. I need to turn this down because I keep getting notifications.
And this is why this company is even around, is because of just this one product called Protandim, is because this NRF2 pathway and how it activates our NRF2. Way back in the early 2000s, like 2002, 2003, this group of scientists up in Colorado, they had been studying this for years and years and years and years. And they came up with the right blend of nutrients and herbs and everything with the right vibration, with the right frequencies, with the right areas of the world, because you know that you can go out and grow mint or grow basil or grow whatever in your yards. But when this company looks for the right ingredients, they look worldwide to see where is it grown in the purest areas with the highest vibrations, so that when you put these ingredients together, like a synergy, working together, it's going to wake up your body to do what it needs to do. So they started with this Nerf 2 Pro Tandem way back. And they started noticing how it could reduce oxidative stress 40% in a month, up to 70, 80% the longer you're on it. What amazed me is that there was, and this is what you saw, one of the things I posted, this John Quinones. I think everybody, a lot of people on here will probably remember, there was a prime time here in the United States TV thing called ABC Primetime Investigation. And so this gentleman, John Quinones, this was back in 2005, decided to prove these guys wrong. So he went to the lab on live TV, got his blood drawn so that they could see what his beginning markers were for oxidative stress, for aging, all the things in your blood that doctors will look for when they're trying to figure out what's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 weeks, he came back, got his blood drawn again, and it lowered his oxidative stress by 45% in 2 weeks. So instead of proving it wrong, it was such a huge wake up to all America that all of these major universities and Harvard and Washington State and all of these places said, we're going to get a hold of this product. We're going to do our own testing because we want to see exactly what it is that's making this lower this oxidative stress and affect all these different illnesses and diseases, because they didn't believe it either. That's what got this attention to Protandem like big time. So when they found all of these same kind of findings that this was affecting people huge,
Yes.
That's when Protandem started flying off the shelves. It used to get it off like GNC and different, high health, every, nutrition kind of companies. But people didn't know what they were getting or what they were looking at. And then they decided the best way to get this out there, there you go. That's the ABC Primetime Investigation. If anybody watching wants us to send this video to them, because it is amazing, all the different scientific details and everything to it that they found, just message and we can send you this video. It's amazing. But that is what started it all. So that's how LifeVantage got involved, because they found that the best way is like what we're doing right now, and coming live and telling people to people in a network kind of setting, so that more people worldwide, because we're international, we're in, oh my gosh, I think something like 40 different countries. So that's what got this really expanding, is being able to do what we're doing now and get the word out to more people. But that's how it all started, was this one and just that one product. And then they moved on from there. But I think that's what got you interested, is this video, right?
Yes, I got really interested in this. I'm actually about to, I wonder if I can send a link to this, because it's so fascinating. I watched his show many times, many years. One of my favorite shows that he did. He felt very truthful to what he was doing, what he was actually investigating. He was the guy that was like, wow, okay, he's going to tell me something interesting. That's what I think about when I see him. So I put a link on YouTube where everybody can see this. This report. It's a primetime ABC primetime investigative report on Protandim.
Yeah, that's what got me excited. Just that one product, and that's all LifeVantage started with, was just that one product, and went global with it because everybody has oxidative stress, and as we get older, we need to lower it. That's what excited me. So the more investigating that LifeVantage did, they came up with a board a scientific advisory board, and another like investigative kind of board to go out there and research what other pathways, what other, so nutrigenomics, if you listen to the word nutrigenomics, it's giving your body the right nutrition to activate the right genes to be turned on a cellular level. But it's the key right nutrition in the right formulas, the right recipes. So that's how they started looking at everything. And the next thing that they developed was this NRF1. So the NRF1 pathway in our body is all about mitochondria. So that one's the NRF2 and everything we just talked about. And these two go hand in hand. That Protandem, just that one product, combined with any of the other products that LifeVantage has to offer, is what makes everything activate in your body like 100-fold. It's huge what it does for your health. So NRF1 is the mitochondria. And everybody has heard of what mitochondria is about. Mitochondria is the power to our body. So any us that have electrical companies where we live, you know how important power is. Power is what keeps our AC on right now in Arizona when it's hot. But it's also for the refrigerator or for, your dishwasher, whatever it is. So if you thought of that as your body and all the different organs in our body, our brain, our heart, our liver, intestinal tract, all the vital organs in our body have mitochondrial cells that need to deliver energy to keep things working. So we wouldn't want, if you didn't pay the power bill and your electricity went off, you would suffer a little bit. So that's kind of, if we don't keep this mitochondrial pathway going, our bodies, whatever is the weakest part of us, will suffer a little bit. So we need to turn on that mitochondria factory, flip the switch, get energy going to those cells. Very, very important. And these two work hand in hand. And then the next thing that they decided was so important was NAD. And I think everybody on here has heard of NAD and what there's movie stars and people out there that are going and getting IVs of NAD. It's like turning back the clock. It's the anti-aging huge to get the cells at a biological age, meaning, I might be in my 60s, but my biological age might be in my 30s because of the different things I expose myself to get my cells to turn on and work better. So biological age is key. We can't change our chronological age, but biologically, we can. So the NRF1 is the second thing, and it's like the power company and getting the power on. But the NAD, we need NAD to produce ATP. And without ATP, you die. Simple. But NAD does all kinds of different things in your body. But it's kind of like our cell phone companies, whether it's Verizon, AT&T, whatever, T-Mobile, any of the cell towers, anything like that, that's a communication system. And NAD is our communication at a cellular level between the cells in our body to turn them on. So those three things, if you thought about it, take out the trash. Great that we have dump trucks and trash service to get or would pile up at our house. And then the second one is the power company to turn on the power, get energy going with that mitochondria. And the third one is get all of our cells talking and energized and affecting our sirtuin levels. Sirtuin, the SIRT levels is SIRT, but sirtuin in our body has a lot to do. It's just kind of like if you do intermittent fasting or do a 3-day fast, when it causes autophagy of the bad cells in our body. There you go. NAD.
Let's talk about this. This is huge.
Huge.
Look at that, all the systems. It gives us energy, benefits of NAD. It's anti-aging. It helps with digestion, lowering blood pressure, addiction recovery, boosts metabolism, improves blood flow, which we know how important that is, protects and repairs DNA. That's huge too. I don't think there's not many products out there that can really protect and repair DNA.
And right, so with everything we've gone through in the last 5 years, that's really, really, really important to do.
Mm-hmm. And of course, immune system, that's all we got. If our immune system is low, then we can't really function well. And then mental clarity. How many people here, I have a fog in my brain. I can't think, I can't concentrate. It's like, oh, I don't know. So this is really, really rejuvenating. So when I think of NAD, I think rejuvenation, I think regenerative, applications to the body. So that makes sense that we have more energy, and digestion probably speeds up with it.
Gut health is everything. Everyone's, and that's another thing, our microbiome, increasing the right microbiome, the right probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, all the good bacteria that we need in our gut, because the gut and the brain go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Think about when you were young and real giddy and a teenager and just kind of like falling in love. Think of that butterfly feeling you'd get in your stomachs, and like you're walking on the clouds and you're just all excited and happy. That's how much, you feel it in your gut, and your mood's happy and you're just so excited. And then think about a time when something hits you bad and you get depressed, and it's a bad time or a hard time, or maybe a loss or something that makes you really, really, really sad. You literally want to just double over and not want to get out of bed, and it literally affects your gut. That's how important affecting both at the same time is. They go hand in hand together. If our gut isn't healthy, pretty much everything is like our second brain. So
yes,
important.
That's what they call it, the second brain. Yes, there is a huge connection between the brain and the gut. So yes, all of those things are so important. Without it, we can't function properly.
And the nice thing that I like about, it's just 3 different bottles. But what I like about it even better is that, like, for my husband and for a lot of guys out there that will ask, well, do I take this or do I take that? For traveling, for everything else, they make it in this really cool pack that just has it all. So in one a day. So you get a box, it's lightweight, it's packable, it's easy to remember. Did I take that one or that one? You just take the whole pack, and you're getting covered with all 3 of those that we just talked about to activate your cells and to work all together. It's huge, 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 huge.
Yes, and those are different type of supplements. When I think about supplements, and I have my own line of supplements, so exactly. They really support each other. It's a completely different type of supplements. So these, to me, I have the Protandim right here. If you can see. But it's a very small bottle. It's a very simple packaging. What it does, it's not really putting the minerals into your body. It's not putting the nutrients. It's actually activating our body to make those things.
Right.
So
that's why, and we're not saying that you don't need supplements. You still need supplements. If your diet's not great, if you're not getting the right vitamins and minerals and protein and everything from what you're eating, you absolutely need a great different supplements and different vitamins. If you're needing to detox, if you're needing to pull toxins, you absolutely need those kind of things. But you need the right stuff. One of the doctors that I work with, he tells his patients, because they'll bring in like sacks of supplements that they've gotten from big box stores. And the first thing he says, okay, so you're taking all of these, how do you feel? Well, I don't feel any different. It's like, well, you're taking like 10 of these different things. You should be feeling something. It's like, well, no, they're not making me feel any different. And that's when they say, well, even if some of these ingredients are what doctors are saying, oh, go get vitamin D because you need more D or this and that. It's not a matter of just going and finding any supplement. It's a matter of getting with the right person for you that knows exactly what somebody needs. I mean, you are fantastic to be offering this to everybody because you already have that knowledge and you already have another line of things that you know if people need this, you have it. So this complements each other.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to have it all together.
Yeah. Yeah. I am very selective and very careful about supplements. I don't really take everything. I don't have a bunch. I do have a lot of supplements just in case. I do have a huge selection of different things, but it doesn't mean that I take it every day. It doesn't mean that I take everything. I don't. It is only when really it's a situation where we need to boost on those things, or we are in a transition period, or we feel weaker, you know. But those things, for example, those are activators. Those are not, again, those are not your regular supplements. Those are not the typical everyday things that people think, oh, I am low on this, I would take this to replace it. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. And because I've been doing this for 40 years, I have been introduced to so many supplements and so many really great, good supplements too. But I have never seen results like I've been seeing this past year since I have implemented these activators into people's life. I just had an 80-year-old with memory kind of issues, not sleeping well, not even remembering to eat for over a year, not just tired, run down, didn't feel like doing anything in her house. And she got on some of these activators, and one is for the brain. And in a week's time, she was involved in a little, she was with a friend driving, said she'd keep her company to go out of town. Well, the friend missed the turnoff where she was supposed to go. And this woman was saying, you missed the turnoff. And the friend wasn't reacting. And her brain turned on and said, oh my God, you got to do something right now. Do it now, do it now. And she reached over and she grabbed the steering wheel and she pried the woman's hands off because the woman's blood sugar had dropped to 25 and was not responsive, was weaving over the road, going faster and faster. And this 80-year-old little tiny thing had the strength, had the mental clarity, had the brain activated to be able to follow all these steps, throw it into park, turn it off, call 911, saved her friends, saved them from getting in an accident. And she told me, she goes, Janet, a week before that, and that was only a week onto these activators. So it's like it turns your switches on
right away.
She said, Janet, a week ago, I wouldn't even known we missed a turnoff. I would have just been going along to keep her happy on her ride. I wouldn't even have recognized there was anything wrong. And that kind of emotionally gets to me. And I'm finally able to tell the story without tears in my eyes because it's that kind of powerful thing that some of these products can do. Now, we're not here to say it's going to cure or treat or prevent or do anything like that because that's not what we're here for. We're just wanting you to have the knowledge that there's something out there that can activate your genes, activate your cells to make your body work the way it's supposed to be again.
Yes. So it works the way it was designed to work.
Exactly.
So the brain works, the functions of the brain, they work the way it's supposed to work. So we remember things, we know where we are, we know we can do those things and not miss the turn and help our friends in need. And we can actually have a great memory, and it will improve our life if we have great memory in business, in everyday, relationship, home, remembering about things that we need to do.
Right.
It is essential to really do that because otherwise we're going to screw up our life. I mean, if I miss that I had all these appointments, okay, maybe some things I can put on my phone, put it on my calendar, but I have those details. I have a furniture company and this lady called me today and she's like, okay, we want this sofa, but we want casters on it. We don't want the legs. So I need to remember the casters, what type of casters, what number, how many yards of fabric, because it's so custom and it's all these details. If I miss something, it's on me. If I forget it, if I don't write it down, or if I don't really follow through, it's going to be very costly mistake. So to me, running several businesses and I don't remember something, it's impossible for me to do that.
Wait till you
too expensive. It's expensive not to remember things for me, you know?
Yeah. And as we get older and those brain cells, I have story after story. We could be here hours. I mean, of things that I've seen with this. It's just, it really, I mean, autoimmune kind of things, regulating blood sugar levels for even type 1 diabetics, which in type 2 diabetes, there's ways that you can reverse it by different things, by adding some of these activators to get your cells working the right way, to get the insulin resistance fixed, to get the cells in your intestinal tract to wake up and start doing what they're supposed to do. But to see some of these blood sugar levels that are leveling out, to see A1Cs dropping, and it's not like a magic, oh, just take this and you don't have to do anything else. I mean, you still have to have a good diet. You still want to avoid sugar and everything that we hear about, and get moving and not just lay around watching TV and eating bonbons all day. So you still, I mean, there's other factors for health, as you know, and you talk about it all the time. But when you can activate your cells, and it's like, and it makes you feel like you want to eat healthy. It's the strangest thing. It activates things in your brain to make you realize that you don't want the junk food, but you start craving good stuff. And it's kind of things where it's like, yeah, I don't need that, because it's changing the brain chemicals too. That's that GLP-1 system that they came out with just last year, a brand new, that's not a shot, that's not injecting the GLP into you. It's giving you the right nutrition. It's just 2 simple things that you do every day to wake up your own GLP in your body. GLP is a hormone that we all produce. It's not a drug that they give you a shot of. Everybody has GLP. But when it gets harder and harder to lose our belly fat, especially belly fat, visceral fat, because we have the cravings, or we want junk, or this and that, or inactive, what this new product does, it's called Mind Body for a reason, because it affects mind and body, but it turns on the L cells that are in your intestinal tract, and that's where GLP is produced. And that's what gives us the food cravings, controlling. But I did it. That's why I even got into this company, was because of that product, that when they launched it, because I had so many patients that were going the other route and having a lot of side effects from the injections that they were doing. And I said, this is brilliant. So that if you can activate your GLP in your own body to produce it, to increase it, then it's going to affect every single organ in your body. When you take it back to our pro tandem, that nerve 2, they have done science. So they worked on this for 2 years, because they did scientific research on a cellular level on your cells to see what formula is going to work. So it's not just take this, you'll feel better. It's scientifically proven to do what it says it does. And in 12 weeks, it increases your GLP up to 200%, but it reduces visceral fat like by 27%. I lost everything on my belly, but the visceral fat was what made me excited. But they came out with this other genetic study because they focus on genes, and what genes can we activate to increase in our body to take over some of these things. 22 new genes were activated for organ health, vital organ health, for your brain, for your liver, for your heart, kidneys, lungs, all your vital organs, your pancreas. So a lot of people say, well, I don't need to lose weight. Like, this is beyond weight loss, and I will not get off of it, because I know that, and that's just one study, but just 22 genes, new genes for organ health, are being activated in my body to keep me healthier. To keep it, and it's so it's way beyond weight loss. Can you lose weight? Yes. It's not like massive right away. I have somebody that's lost 40 pounds in 4 months. So it's a general, easy going, and it's all belly. That's the huge part of this. 100% of the participants in this clinical study on this did not lose muscle. They did not have side effects. Their stomach did not shut down. Their pancreas didn't get inflamed. So it's a healthy way of making your body do the work to get it functioning and increasing it the way it's supposed to. Those L cells in your intestinal tract and your brain. And that's what I found even with the addictions, because of how it's affecting both areas, how people are not wanting to have as much alcohol or not wanting to go have a cigarette. Because the thing with addictions is that when we don't feel well, or we have an emotional thing, or stress is everywhere. So when we get stressed, the first thing we turn to is an addiction. So if we fix the brain centers in our brain that handle addiction by these GLP hormone that's in our body, and we get under stress, it's like, well, I really don't want that. That's huge.
It is. Just understanding how our body works is fascinating, but it's not about just taking your supplements. It's understanding how to activate your body to do the work, to actually do this, you know, the peptide, which is the GLP-1.
Right.
Most people don't know what that is. I don't think people are knowledgeable about this.
I think when they hear GLP-1, they think, oh, you're going to give it to me and it's going to make me lose weight, or it's going to, like for diabetics. For diabetics is why they invented some of those drugs that are out there that they inject in you, was to regulate blood sugar levels. But what they found was people were losing weight on it. So then they relabeled it to say, well, you can use this for weight loss then. So everybody, when they hear GLP-1, they think of some of those other things out there, and it's like, well, I don't want to take that. It's like, we're not giving you a GLP-1 pill. We're not putting that in your body. We're giving you, so you do take 2 pills in the morning, but it's specific herb nutrients, nutrigenomics, that they researched for a long time, over 2 years, to see what's going to activate your GLP to increase. And then there's a powder it's a fiber. That's it. It has prebiotics and postbiotics and all of the probiotics and digestive enzymes and different nutrients and kombucha and things, stuff like that in there that goes hand in hand to make your body increase that GLP-1 on your own, for gut health, to increase the microbiome, to do everything. But giving you the right, it's like, I tell a lot of people, it's kind of like making a cake. So you have these 5 ingredients that you put together in a specific way to cake. Well, if you leave out eggs, you could still make the cake, but it's probably not going to taste the same or even look the same, but it's still a cake. So what LifeVantage has done is found the right recipe, the right synergy of a specific ratios of what they need to do to turn on genetic pathways. That's huge. You're activating your genes. That's nutrigenomics. And when you said this is next level, next
generation.
Next generation, there you go. When you said it's next generation supplementation, that was spot on. I mean, just brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I love, because the body is smart. We just need to navigate that. We need to help it, because also the herbs, we talked about it with with the other doctor too, the herbs don't have that energy anymore. They are sanitized. The herbs don't have that power anymore. So we need to really search for the formulas and herbs that are harvested right, that are prepared, they have the right energy to create these. Because otherwise, just putting things together separately or drinking the herbs is not going to work, because they just don't have that power anymore like they used to 200 years ago, to maybe 100 years ago. I'm not sure. But everything is different now. We live in a different world. We went through a really wild few years. And as you know, a lot of people are unfortunately, the DNA is no longer that good after taking all these elixirs, and we're just on a different level as humanity. We need to think as new generation. We have to think farther. So the glutathione activation, the GLP-1, the collagen activation. All these supplements can do that. They can activate that in us, so our body can do its work. We don't have to saturate our body with glutathione. We don't have to saturate it with collagen. We don't have to saturate it with other stuff that, we're taking, because our body knows how to make it. We just have to open up the pathways.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And it's brilliant. It's a completely, like, almost a reverse psychology. With a lot of people, they think, okay, I'm lacking, let's say, collagen. Let me take collagen. But that doesn't work that way. You don't have to take collagen. You can just teach your body how to produce collagen. How about that?
You could still, so you still might need certain collagen, but even collagen is totally different. So the collagen, most collagens out there are powdered. They're like a bovine or cattle source. So if you think of a hide on a cow versus a marine peptide, so like a fish skin. So the liquid collagen that LifeVantage has is a marine peptide collagen with 10 different collagens, but it's exact. So it's still giving you a collagen that's absorbable in the 90% rate instead of, 15 to 30% on a powdered one. So just the absorption rate, like you said, is totally different, powdered versus this liquid, but it goes a step further because we're an activation company. So it includes other ingredients in there that's going to turn on your genes to make your own collagen. So giving it collagen when you need it is important, but as soon as you quit it, you're not making it. So this is turning on light switches, just flipping the switch to get your body making what it needs.
And that's beautiful, because also we don't want to feel like for the rest of our life we have to take supplements, we have to do this and that. No, let's teach our body. Our body is so intelligent. Let's teach it, and let's see also for ourselves that, wow, this is really working, because we have a lot of testimonials that people's lives is changed dramatically.
So many that I know personally. I mean, it's one thing to see before and after pictures that people post and, I'm feeling better, or I lost weight, or lost the belly. But when you have your own stories, and you'll find that just starting, so you're going to feel, I can't wait to hear your stories. But the ones that I know personally where it's changed their lives is just, it makes me want to take this to the world. And so I'm so glad that you said yes, that you would help and take part of this even as a new business for you. I know you didn't need a new business, but the fact that you saw the energy and you saw the business side of this and the opportunity to take this to the world to help more people feel better and activate their cells in this next generation, like you said, and thinking outside the box. I am so blessed that you said yes, because you're going to help change a lot of lives. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for being on my way, on my path, and us, understanding each other, respecting each other. We are completely matched vibrationally, and we understand what's happening here. So this is amazing. It's not easy to find people like you. So I am very honored to know you, and I'm happy in the future maybe we can take it to Poland, because right now it's available in a lot of countries in Europe and, of course, United States, Canada, but we may take it farther. We might be able to offer it to the Polish market, but
they're working on it.
They're working on it, because I've been bugging them, right? We've been bugging them.
You will probably get to go to Poland, so you should be very honored that we have you. So
okay, I am ready to go to Poland and show you my country and introduce this wonderful company to our country, because it is different. This is nothing you can just buy it anywhere. This is something so unique, and it blends in with everything I do. It works together, it's like another missing puzzle. And right now we can buy it in Germany, and a lot of countries in Europe. I was looking at a lot of countries, actually. You can buy this.
There's tons. New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Ireland, all of Europe, Asia, Japan, Taiwan, Mexico, Canada. I think I already said Canada. It's pretty much all. I think it's even in the Dominican Republic.
Yes. Yeah.
So all over. And that's what's nice, because it's online. They can go right to your website and they can order it right from your own website right now. And unless they're in a country that they can't right now, but then they can work with you so we can figure out how to make that happen even in some of the other places.
So this is going to be available. If anybody wants to order that is residing in Poland, please contact me directly at dagaarizona@gmail.com, because we do already have it in Europe. I can also ship it down to Poland in larger quantities. So whoever is interested, please let me know. Contact me. We already are in Austria, Belgium, Germany, Spain, France, Ireland, Iceland, Italy, Netherlands, United Kingdom. That's European countries. So there's a lot of European countries where we have a lot of viewers here. A lot of my clients and friends and community is there. So it's a lot of countries already. But I would love to take it to Poland, because it is a very unique product. There are several products, and those are really the missing piece, I feel, because the activation is such a different approach that I think it's going to make a huge, huge difference for people to take this and rejuvenate.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that we decided to do this today. You are awesome.
Yes, I just felt it. I can't explain. I have so many companies that want to work with me. I really don't need another company. I want to feel like I want something, because if I don't want it, I don't feel it. No, why would I? But there's certain people that just make the company also, the vibration of the company, the energy of the company. And that's who I like to resonate with. I don't need everyone. I need the ones that are really having good intention, healing the world. We're doing something great, helping people with their health, rejuvenation, helping them to discover their maybe second life, because sometimes they say, oh no, I'm too old. I am too, it's too late. But
there is a woman, I just posted a video on this, and she's 88 years old and she broke her hip. She's in a care center, and thank goodness the owner of the care center is with LifeVantage. She has activated all of her care center that are all elderly people with these products. And she was told she would never walk again after she broke her hip. She's walking. She has a walker. She's able to move her legs. She's happy. This whole care center is vibrant with energy, because they have new hope that they're aging. Age well. Age is just a number, but as long as you can feel good at an older age, that's what this can do. And another doctor said it beautifully too. He said, activate or deteriorate.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's just get activation out there, take it to make it, and get people feeling vibrant again.
Yeah, this is a very sad choice. Deteriorate or activate and rejuvenate, because that's pretty much, to me, that's the same thing. Rejuvenation is what we need. We all need rejuvenation. So thank you so much, Janet, Dr. Cline.
Janet, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you
for your time.
Everybody that took the time to watch and wanting to learn. And if you want to learn more, message, and we'll send you whatever you want.
Yes, so we're going to be sending links if anybody needs. There's a link below the video. You can check it out. All the products are listed there, explained. there is a lot of information there. There's so much research. There is a very strong research. So this is not just something, you know, basic. We're talking about, so protandium actually has a patent. Yes, it has a patent on it. So it is not just any kind of type of supplement. I took it. I started taking it. So we'll see how young I'm gonna look in 10 days. But I know this supplement. I'm very familiar with it. I've heard about it before. And then I said, okay, this just got in sync with what I need to do next. Because the rejuvenation, first I was focusing on the detoxification. Now I'm focusing on the rejuvenation and the activation for the body to do its work, what it needs to do. And of course we have the Bemer. We have all the techniques we can use. We have all the technology and all the supplements now. So I'm happy to offer this. I'm happy to be the distributor and help people who are in Poland and want to order it. Then they can contact me and do that as well. So thank you for your time, Janet, and thank you so much for all that you do. And we both know Wenzler, which is a really funny story. That's another funny connection we have.
I was born and raised right here where he was too. So
yes, so you live in Globe.
I live in Globe. I'm actually an 8th generation Arizonan. My family came from Yugoslavia, from Croatia. So I'm Slavic too, which is kind of awesome. Yes. And then Spanish Basque, and came up from Spain and to back in old Arizona, cattle ranchers. So I'm a rancher, I'm a mom, I am a grandma. So big family, from a big family. I have many hats besides being a doctor and doing this, but this is my passion my whole entire life, just because of being raised similar to how you were raised, with very energetic kind of healers and herbalists and alchemists, and I was raised the same way. So I think that's why we were drawn together.
Yes, that's beautiful. That's wonderful. I can't wait to see you in person. Maybe I will drive up to Globe one day, one of those days in a few weeks, and we can get together. So let's do this. Let's have another recording, talk about more. So people can understand more. This is it's not very easy to understand how the body works, because that's another, we will have to talk about for hours.
We'll do easy baby steps.
Yes, we'll take it slow, one by one. Basically now
if it has specific topics they want to know about, maybe they can put it in the comments. And then that'll be ideas of what to talk about next.
Yes, please put your comments below with the subjects you would like us to cover, and how maybe you are challenged with a certain disease or certain challenge in your health that you can't get rid of, or you don't know what to do. You tried many things. Maybe we can help. We don't do diagnosis, but we can maybe point you in the right direction and explain how the body works. Dr. Janet definitely can, speak on that. She's been doing this many years. And thank you for your time, your knowledge, and your passion.
You're so welcome. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Right. Bye.
Bye-bye.